Okay, so now we're moving on to a concept that a lot of people struggle with, and that's sequences. So we're just really looking at the patterns. So what sequence does it go in? How many does it go up? Is there a pattern in multiples, addition, subtraction, whatever else? So we're looking at only whole numbers, we're looking at fractions, and we're looking at decimals. Okay, so we need to look at what is happening, describe the rule, and create a sequence. So if we look at the first one, most of us will see straight away that we're going up by 5 each time. Yeah? So we're going up in fives. So if we described our rule, we would be saying at each point we're going up by 5. Yeah, so if we were to say that's our first, that's our second, that's our third terms, for example, we're adding 5 each time. So what we need to look at then is a rule. So our rules are y equals something x plus minus whatever. Okay, so in this case we know we're going up in fives. So let's see if this is actually going to work. So we're saying that in the first instance we have 5 for the first term. So we know that one works. We have 10 for the second term. We know that one works. Okay, so we know then that that rule is going to work. So that's our first one. Okay, this may be complicated over here. As long as we can identify this component and say what's happening, it's okay not to get this part for now. Okay. So our second one, we're going 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters. So in this case, we're going up by a quarter. So our rule will simply be y equals 1 quarter x, or that can also be written as x over 4, because 1 times x is x. And again, we could test that if we needed to, but because we know we've done the same philosophy, we don't need to test that necessarily. Okay, the next one we can see we're going up again, 0.3, 0.3. So again, it's that similar concept, y equals 0.3x, because this is the part that it's going up in for each term. That's considering that each of these is our first, second and third terms. If we were looking at first, second and fifth terms, we'd have to have a look at what that sequence actually is, but that's a little more complicated. We'll look at that another time.